Today's video is brought to you by Card Kingdom, and right now you can get this sweet Scoop Soldier sticker when you order over at cardkingdom.com. Just mention in your order notes that you want a Scoop Soldier sticker when you go to checkout. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Much Abrew About Nothing. So last week, during our instant deck decks, it was Divine Strider combo that was most popular. So today, we're heading to Standard to see if we can gain infinite life with a combo of Bishop of Wings, Strider, and Divine Visitation, and that also lets us scry something to the top of our deck, maybe a Command the Red Horde to use the infinite life to go really big, reanimate everything, use those creatures to win the game, although infinite life beats some decks all by itself. Our opponent just scoops when they see what's going on, and we know they have an infinite combo, so that's our plan for today, Divine Strider combo. Like usual, gonna do a super quick 2-minute refresher deck. If you want a full breakdown, I'll link the instant deck, put it in a card so you can watch the full breakdown of the deck. Anyway, a quick reminder before we check out some Divine Strider combo for Standard. If you enjoy Much Abrew and the other series here on the channel, it would be amazing of you if you take a second, click the subscribe button down at the bottom of your screen. It's a great way to support the channel and the site for free. So let's talk Divine Strider combo, starting with the combo itself. So our combo is kind of 3 pieces, essentially. 3+ pieces, I guess. Number 1, Divine Visitation. If a token would be made, instead of whatever that token would be, we get a 4/4 Angel. That's combo piece number 1. Combo piece number 2 is Bishop of Wings, which gains us 4 life when an angel comes into play, and when an angel dies, it makes a 1/1 white spirit token. However, if Divine Visitation is on the battlefield, when an angel dies, we're not going to get a 1/1 spirit with Bishop of Wings. We're going to get a 4/4 angel. That is where the loop comes into play. If we can throw Strider as a free sacrifice outlet into the mix, we are able to have this combo set up, play something that makes a token. That token will be a 4/4 angel. We'll gain 4 life with Bishop of Wings. Then we can sack the angel token to Strider, which is going to make a spirit, quote unquote, that's actually an angel because of Divine Visitation. Gains us 4 more life, makes another angel. Then we just keep sacking the angel again and again. It keeps coming back again and again. We gain 4 life every time it comes into play. We also get to scry through our deck, which means eventually we can scry until we find Command the Red Horde. And then we just reanimate everything in the graveyard, get everything back, and use those creatures to kill our opponent. Although, really, most of the time, once our opponent sees infinite life going on, they're just going to concede the game anyway. Otherwise, Agonizing Remorse to Fairy allow us to protect our combo. Agonizing Remorse picking away removal spells, counter spells from our opponent's hand. To Fairy just says our opponent can't cast stuff during our turn, so we're free to combo off. Omen of the Sea helps set up our combo, kind of the enchantment-y expensive Preordain. Sorin, way to get back combo pieces that have died from our graveyard. Tyrant Scorn, Eat to Extinction, Cavalier of Thorns, give us some removal to stay alive while we're looking for combo pieces. Cavalier can also get back like a Divine Visitation from our graveyard. Kaya's Wrath to sweep away the board. Mana base wise, Castle Ardenvale, amazing in this deck. Just Castle Ardenvale with Divine Visitation. Lets us make a 4/4 Angel for 5 mana every turn. Basically repeatable Sarah Angel, which can win some games by itself. A bunch of shock lands, Fabled Passage, some basic lands, Temple of Silence as well. In the sideboard, Noxious Grass, D-Spark give us more removal, some counters for control matchups, along with Narset to shut down card draw. Tide Taker, resilient blocker, I guess. It also taxes counter spells during our turn. And that is Divine Strider combo for Standard. And that's our Much Abrew deck for today. So let's jump in the gameplay, see how it works. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoy it, and I will talk to you soon. All right, Much Abrew About Nothing time. We are playing some Divine Strider combo, and I guess we keep this. Esper Control, Alright. I mean, we have Divine Visitation, that's good. Yeah, we have Bishop of Wings. So we actually have a decent amount of combo pieces. The question's going to be, can we resolve them through counters and discard and planeswalkers and so forth? Fabled Passage, we'll crack this. Grab an island. No reason to really run out this Bishop of Wings yet. It doesn't really do anything at this point until we're comboing. Play the land, pass the turn. Castle Ardenvale, Divine Visitation could do some work, potentially. Opponent cracks, Fabled Passage. Grabs a Swamp. Alright, so maybe our opponent's like Black-White Doom Foretold. Birth. That's what it looks like. Sure. Gets the plains, plays the plains. Well, let's Omen of the Sea. Don't need Watery Grave. Do we want Eat to Extinction? I think we just go bottom, actually. Another bishop. Well, play Castle Arden Vale. Play Teferi.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Pick up Omen. Draw a
I've
card.
done the hero thing before.
Discard a bishop. Opponent makes a wall. Alright, there's the Doom Foretold. We get to flash in Omen of the Sea. Bottom. Okay. Sack Omen of the Sea. Tick up Teferi.
Don't worry, I got this.
Play a Swamp. Stop on our opponent's draw step, I think. So opponent's got a sack. Draws. We will Agonizing Remorse. I guess we take Treacherous Blessing. This hand is going to be tricky to combo through, that's for sure. There's a birth, gets a land. Plays a land. Oath of Gaia. Alright, so we will discard Temple of Silence. Play Castle Arden Vale. This is rough. We know our opponent has answers in hand, so I feel like we can't actually run anything out, because if we run out our Divine Visitation, it's just going to get blown up by... It's just going to get blown up by this Knight. I'll play Teferi. Bounce the Knight token.
Let's try this.
Castle Arden Vale, and... Yeah, let's just pass. Opponent makes 1/1. Yeah, we need our opponent to spend this Cavalier at some point to be able to Divine Visitation, or we got to get to, like, ridiculous amounts of mana. 10 mana to try to combo all in one turn. Opponent, I'm going to get it to Teferi. We will block. Opponent. Alright, runs out the Cavalier. Kills Teferi. Plays a land. To the top. Play Divine Visitation. The problem is, alright, so we're set up to combo, but if our opponent has Doom Foretold, we lose Divine Visitation, and then we're probably never comboing. Opponent, combat, gets in. No blocks. What you got, opponent? Please not another... Alright, Liliana, okay. So now I think we actually win. We get to go infinite. We get to go infinite, and we should win. So, 1, 2... Bishop of Wings. Woe Strider. Infinite Life. To the bottom. Infinite Life. To the bottom. Infinite Life. To the bottom. Keep gaining life. To the bottom. Sack. Life. Opponent has 42 cards in deck. We have 40. Keep gaining life. So what we want to set up is find our Command the Dread Horde. And then next turn, we can reanimate a bunch of stuff. That is our plan. Tyrant Scorn to the bottom. Agonizing Remorse, bottom. Alright, so we did the combo. Like, this is the combo our deck has tried to set up. We played around the Cavalier. That's not bad. We'll have to see. Hopefully this actually wins us a game. That's my only, like, semi-concern is maybe... Alright, there's Command the Dread Horde. So let's Agonizing Remorse. Get rid of the Wrath. And pass the turn. Treacherous Blessing. All right, so this puts our opponent behind in cards as well, which is nice. 38, 40. So our opponent will mill out before us, which means Infinite Life is once again an actual plan. Our opponent does not seem interested in scooping to Infinite Life. So, yeah, opponent does not want to scoop, so we're going to have to do this a bunch of times. Huh. I wonder what our opponent's plan for winning is. Alright, well, fast forward through this part. Alright, we'll call it good for now, because we get back our combo pieces anyway.
Let's reduce the battle to sham.
Opponent gets to draw more cards.
They were a lousy servant and not.
Alright, and opponent does scoop it up. Alright. So while that's the plan, we pulled it off. That's what the deck is trying to do. Okay. I mean, hopefully opponent scoop to Infinite Life. That is a downside of this deck on Arena, is I'm not sure what happens if opponents don't scoop. It's a deck where, in paper, we would just, like, win the game almost 100% of the time, but on Magic Arena, winning the game, not necessarily a given, all things considered. So we will definitely bring in D-Spark. I think we can go down a Tyrant score. Trim a couple Wraths for maybe Narsets, and yeah, I guess we try it like that. I mean, that did kind of work. Took a lot of clicks, but it did end with a victory. All right, yeah, this was fine. We'll keep. Tap land for our opponent. Well, Fabled Passage, go. Land for our opponent. Agonizing Remorse. Sure. Takes our Agonizing Remorse. Well, crack this. Grab a island. Temple. Yeah, let's keep Cavalier. We're going to need another land to cast it, but it does seem pretty good against Doom Foretold. Land for our opponent. Agonizing Remorse Part 2. Takes Bishop of Wings. Well, play the land. Play Teferi. Draw a card with Teferi.
That's more like it.
Okay, Kaya. Interesting.
Makes good riddance. I won't.
Sure. Well, take up Teferi. Godless Shrine. Pass the turn. Land for our opponent. Kaya.
Go to you?
And opponent's gonna pass. Ooh, runs out Treacherous Blessing. Alright, sure. Draws some cards. Well, get rid of Kaya. Yeah, we'll keep Omen of the Sea. Play Omen of the Sea. Bottom. We really need land drops. Oh, God. That's not great. Alright, Teferi, go. Ugh. Yeah, that's unfortunate that we missed on lands there. Opponent, Swamp, and lots of cards in hand. Elspeth loses a life. Makes some dorks. Kills Teferi. Ugh, boy, we cannot find a land to save our life. All right, we'll keep Omen of the Sea again. Ugh, how many lands are in this deck? Maybe not enough. Opponent gets in. It's us down to 17. Well, Omen of the Sea. Can we find a land? Wow. Okay. Sure. Oh, boy. Wow, this is bad. Well, play Woe Strider. Pass the turn. Opponent makes a 1/1. Sure. Opponent. Thinking. No attacks. Tap land. Passes. Well, play Teferi.
I know my responsibility.
Bounce Omen of the Sea. Draw a card.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Oh my goodness, we cannot hit lands. Alright, pass the turn. Opponent makes a 1/1. Yeah. Untaps. We have scryed and done everything, and we just cannot find Cannot find lands here. Well, so Teferi's gonna die. We block a token. Opponent passes. Not a land. So Omen of the Sea. Go looking for lands. Teferi bottom, land top. Play the land. Go to combat. Attack our opponent. Opponent makes a 1/1. Blocks. Yeah, pass the turn. Land for our opponent. Opponent's not having any trouble hitting lands. If anything, they're flooding out over there a bit. To the top. That's not great. Opponent, no attacks. Cavalier. Going to get rid of Treacherous Blessing. Well, we will get rid of Cavalier. Keep Watery Grave. Untap. Divine Visitation. Watery Grave. Pass the turn. Okay, we're getting to the Angel part of the game, maybe. Opponent, what do you got? Draws a card. Gonna spend that life. Down to 13 untaps. We have a buffer for Doom Foretold. Another land. Okay, 3 cards in hand. Elspeth Conquers Death. Okay, so that gets rid of Divine Visitation for now. Opponent. Wow, no fear. Another Treacherous Blessing is here. Opponent. Passes. Well, that's Omen of the Sea. Ooh. Do we even want Command the Dreadhorde? I think we wait. I think we draw Omen first. We untap. We draw Command the Dreadhorde. We go to combat. Attack our opponent. Opponent blocks. Play Divine Visitation. Pass the turn. Omen of the Sea. We'll keep D-Spark. Kaya's Wrath to the bottom. Alright. Stuff gets more expensive. Land for our opponent. Liliana, sure.
Your corpse will make an excellent
And
dinner.
Kaya's Wrath. Well, we will sack the goat. Yeah, we'll keep the land.
I've learned much, and I'll find a use for
Opponent draws some cards.
Putrid, but effective.
So I think we play Temple, keep the Bishop, pass the turn. D-Spark Liliana. Yeah, see what our opponent does. Elspeth Conquers Death goes away. Doom Foretold, sure. That's fine. We have a million Omen of the Seas we can sack. Another Elspeth Conquers Death. No, we will make a 4/4. Sack an Omen. Go to combat. Attack our opponent. Cavalier. Blow up Doom Foretold. And, yeah, let's play Bishop. All right, now we're trying to keep our opponent locked under this Treacherous Blessing. Land for our opponent. Cracks it. If we can get our opponent low enough on life, this Treacherous Blessing is going to make... Oh my goodness, opponent draws down to 4. That is desperate. Attacks with everything. And scoops it up. Okay. Okay, the combo works. The combo works. We did it. All right, all right. That actually felt pretty good, I have to say. Infinite life in game 1. Game 2, we just kind of played the control role and got the win. Whew. Sweet, sweet. Sweet, sweet. All right. Much brew about nothing time. We are trying Divine Strider, Infinite Life combo. You gotta mulligan that. All right. This will keep, I guess. It's not a super exciting hand, but it could work. All right, Temple of Abandon for our opponent. Gonna need to hit lands. A blue source is most important. All right, that's a blue source. Land go. Blue source gets us to Omen, which will hopefully get us to more lands. We have Divine Visitation, Bishop of Wings. Island for our opponent. Paradise Druid. Well, Island go. Technically, we have most of the combo in hand. Minus a Woe Strider opponent. No attacks. Well, that's Omen of the Sea. Woe Strider and lands are what we're looking... Ooh. Agonizing Remorse. Yeah, let's just keep the land. All right, so we're hitting our lands. Castle Ardenvale and Bishop of Wings. At least Bishop of Wings is a decent blocker while we're waiting. Voted. We know there's a love... Ooh, first I ruin games. All right. Sure. Oh, there's Woe Strider. Well, play Woe Strider. Well, this is good. We might just have our absolute fastest possible combo here. Opponent needs to find a way to interact, or we just go infinite, right? I think. I mean, they could definitely have something to kill Woe Strider. We'll see. Opponent combat. Gets it. All right, no blocks. Hopefully our opponent just like runs out this Love Struck Beast or something. Opponent passes. Well, Fabled Passage. Crack it. Take a Plains. Divine Visitation. All right, pass the turn. Now we just wait for our chance to go infinite. The not as seductive goat. Gonna do some work here, turning into an angel. That's gotta be like the goat dream. All of a sudden get upgraded from this to a to a 4/4 angel, and that's a GG's. Opponent knows. Scoops it up. All right, maybe this deck is actually sweet. Maybe this deck is actually sweet. Okay. Huge shout out to our opponent for scooping. Oh my goodness, the combo is obnoxious if your opponent doesn't scoop. So our opponent realized what's happening and did the super... Whoa! Scoops the match! Does not want a piece of the infinite combo. Huh. Well, normally that's a sign of a good deck. When you scare your opponent right out of the match completely because they just don't want to deal with it. Yeah, we'll take it. All right. Much brew about nothing time. We are playing more Divine Woe Strider Wombo combo. Infinite life in standard, hopefully. Infinite angels, infinite life. And we're on the draw this game. See what our opponent's up to. The decks are slowly populating. Alright, sure. I mean, this is fine. We got a Teferi, we have 2 combo pieces, and a removal spell. Can't really ask for a much more than that. Actually, Omen of the Sea is a pretty good draw. Omen of the Sea can find us more lands. Opponent, discard. Ooh, Paradise Druid, sure. Well, Swamp, go. Gonna have to be aware of Nissa's. Opponent, ooh, Saltai. All right. To the bottom. Top, rather. Opponent, Paradise Druid, no attacks. Well, Omen of the Sea. Do we want to land here? Okay, I guess we'll keep 1 land. Keep 1 land. And draw another. Well, play the Plains and Woe Strider. A little bit concerned about Nissa coming down. So what we mostly need to find now is Bishop. We technically have all the pieces, minus Bishop to go infinite. Swamp for our opponent. Is there a Nissa? Thankfully, if there is a Nissa, at least we can eat to extinction it. So it's not going to just run away with the game, most likely. All right, there's a Nissa.
Which cannot protect itself.
Untaps a swamp. Opponent gets in. Well, we are actually just going to trade Woe Strider here. Trade Woe Strider. We can always get it back in the future. And we draw another one. All right, Fabled Passage. Crack it. Take a swamp. And eat away this Nissa. All right, there's a Bishop. Okay, there's hope. There is hope. Oh, man. Second Nissa would be very bad. We don't have an answer to the second Nissa. About it. Okay, Death Sprout. Sure. Gets a land. Plays a land to the top. So I think, how do we want to do this? You know what? We're just going to go for it. We're going to go for the combo. Play Fabled Passage. Crack Fabled Passage. Our opponent could have Casualties of War, but if our opponent just plays like a big Crossus or something, we just get to go infinite next turn. So, Divine Visitation, go. All right, opponent, let's see it. Do you have the Casualties? Oh, come on. Fade. Now we're like kind of okay with the Nissa because then we just go infinite and that hopefully wins us the game. I guess an instant speed removal spell could be problematic. Opponent's, yeah. All right, opponent does have Casualties. Obviously not ideal. Scries to the bottom. All right, well, run it back. Divine Visitation. If they have a second Casualties, then we cry ourselves to sleep. That was a good draw, though. All right, opponent. What do you got? Please, not more Casualties. Please, no. Okay, crosses. Sweet. All right, now we should be good. Now we should be good to win. So play Bishop. Woe Strider. Infinite Life. Whatever. See if our opponent scoops, or we're gonna have to do this for a very, very long time. I don't even know what we're scrying for, honestly. We're missing a land, so we don't get to reanimate things. Well, we'll see if our opponent concedes. All right, opponent does concede. They see what's happening. They know the life is infinite, and we got there through a casualties. Maybe this deck is actually just, like, sort of competitive-ish. I'm, like, kind of surprised. When you see 3-card combo decks, it's easy to be a little skeptical because 3 pieces is a lot. But so far, the deck has done a good job of assembling the combo. Well, we have a ton of sideboard options against this deck. Whirlwind Denial, Noxious Grasps, D-Sparks, Mystical Disputes, and I think we go down most of the Kaya's Wrath, go down the Sorin, go down Tyrant's, actually Tyrant's Corns isn't bad. That does deal with the crosses. Probably gotta like trim a Divine Visitation, trim a Bishop. Wow, we almost have too many sideboard cards. Maybe we can't bring on all the Mystical Disputes. All right, yeah, let's go down the Triumph Scorn. Let's try it like that. Not really super confident with our sideboard plan in this matchup. It feels like we have more cards that are good to bring in than we can take out. It's always one of the hard parts about combo decks is how much can you sideboard in without weakening the combo too much? All right. No blue mana, but we got a discard spell in the Scry land. The discard spell is especially good against our opponent's deck. Tap land to the top. 2 discard spells, even better. Godless Shrine. I think we actually got to dig for a blue source. We do want more lands in general, but we really need a blue land. What do you got, opponent? Untap land. Are we ramping or discarding? Nothing. Well, all right. Land and Agonizing Remorse. Opponent Growth Spirals. Puts a land into play. Nissa Casualties Voracious Hydra. Well, we'll take Nissa. That is the most immediately problematic card. Opponent passes. Well, Agonizing Remorse Part 2. Growth Spiral. Let's take Casualties. Godless Shrine tapped. Opponent looking for lands. All right, finds a land untapped, so I can Questing Beast. But we have plenty of answers to the creatures. We still would very much like to draw a blue source, though. Opponent Questing Beast, yeah. Hits us, 14. Well, Noxious Grasp you. Yeah. Come on, land. Opponent. Hydra. All right, land. All right, Woe Strider. Woe Strider is not exciting, but we can scry for a land. It does also turn on this Death Sprout, which isn't great. Yeah, well, sack the goat. We gotta find a land. Divine Visitation to the bottom. Well, the finding a land part has not worked. Opponent. Land. Yeah. To the bottom. Crosses. Hits us. Land, please? All right, there's a land finally. So play the land. Untapped. 1, 2, 3, 4. How do we want to do this? Opponent could have counters. Yeah, I guess we just have to eat to extinction. The Hydra. Keep the land. All right, we are finding our lands finally. Hopefully our opponent did not find another Nissa. All right, big crosses. That is decent for our opponent. Plays a land. Well, yeah. Shock ourselves. Cavalier. Take down the crosses. And see what happens. We did a good job of playing defense, but it took us a long time to hit land. Ooh, I think our opponent has another crosses. Crosses into cross. Ooh, Voracious Hydra. Okay. Yeah, that's not ideal. Gets in. Now play Teferi. Oh, we might be in a bit of trouble here. Bounce the Hydra.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Whiff. Fabled Passage. Pass the turn. Yikes. Opponent. Yeah, missing those land drops put us too far behind. Opponent's gonna kill Teferi. Paradise Druid. Well, Crag Fabled Passage. Take a... it doesn't really matter. Plains. Omen of the Sea. Land bottom. Eat to Extinction top, I guess. Play the Swamp. Woe Strider. Pass the turn. If our opponent goes big Hydra fight, then we can Eat to Extinction or Noxious Grasp it and fizzle the fight. Opponent definitely has a lot of very good draws, though. Big Hydra. Going to fight. Well, I mean, we gotta try. Got counter in hand. Leaving up this mana is concerning. Oh, okay. Graveyard the Woe Strider. All right, not dead yet. Opponent, combat. Attacks. Well, we will block here, block here. Sack the goat to scry. Land to the bottom. Well, Woe Strider. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play the land, pass the turn. Whew, alright. Opponent does have some whammy draws. Growth Spiral draws a card. Alright, land. Untaps. Land. Scries. To the bottom. What's the last card? Ooh, nothing? Okay. Yeah, let's untap. Omen of the Sea. Well, go to combat, get in with Woe Strider. Hit our opponent. Yeah, let's Woe Strider part 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we're not comboing, but it's possible we've turned a corner here. Land for our opponent. Scries. To the top, okay. Well, Omen of the Sea. Bottom, bottom. We draw a castle. All right, untap. Castle Ardenvale, go to combat, attack ya. So I think the one thing we're kind of worried about is a Crosses. We have pretty much everything else covered with 2 Noxious Grasps. Crosses, depending on how our opponent play... Oh, casualties? Interesting. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make a 1/1. Woe Strider. Sack Woe Strider to scry. Castle Ardenvale to the bottom. And, yep. Sure. Opponent. Passing. Yeah, let's do some more scrying. 2 lands to the bottom. Untap. Omen. Is there any way we can just win right now? I don't think so. Go to combat. Attack, attack. Opponent blocks. Omen. We'll keep D-Spark. Alright, pass the turn, leave up all of our removal. And opponent, GG's? We got there. Whoo, not the combo win, but fighting through the casualties, opponent just did not find their haymakers, and we had a lot of good sideboard cards, and opponent scoops it up, and this deck looks weird, but it's kind of working. Alright. Who would have thought? Sweet. Alright. Much brew about nothing time. We are playing Divine Woe Strider combo. And, alright. Mana's a little awkward, but hopefully Omen of the Sea will take care of that for us. Ugh, another bishop. That's not ideal. We are many manas away from casting double white spells. Alright. Here comes the food. Well, Agonizing Remorse. Ugh. All of these are bad for us. I guess we take Witch's Oven. Witch's Oven is, I think, the most important engine piece. Eventually, we'll get to Kaya's Wrath mana for this Mayhem Devil. Yeah, we gotta hit our land drops. Let's Omen. Come on, lands. Please. We would happily take 2 lands in a row on the top of our deck. Opponent's in the tank. Ugh, that's awkward. Jeez, can we even keep... Ugh. Both of our basic swamps? Ugh. It is a land. It doesn't help us cast our stuff. Oh, it's so bad. Please. Please, deck. Oh. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. Well, I think we might be in trouble on this one. That Omen... Man, that was unfortunate. We have 2 basic swamps in the deck. Having the second one be the land revealed by the Omen is... Maybe we should have just kept the swamp, but the swamp doesn't help us cast anything. We need other colors of mana. All right, there's a land, so let's Agonizing Remorse. Take Wicked Wolf. Hallowed Fountain. Please, Assassin's Trophy us, opponent. Please. Please. Ugh. Alright, there's a goose. That's mostly bad because it's going to turn on Trail of Crumbs. Well, alright, land is good. Save the board. At least this minimizes the damage dealt by this Gilded Goose. Opponent just gets a land, okay. So opponent's hand's not very good, and we did find our land, so we are in it. And we have a backup Wrath if a Corvald comes down. Just cast a Murderous Rider, sure. Well, alright, land and Divine Visitation. This is probably going to force our opponent to use Assassin's Trophy. Yeah, that's fine. Because that gets us another land, which is what we were hoping for. Blue, blue, black, black, white, white, white. Yeah, let's take a Plains. We have a lot of double white cards in hand. And we have another Divine Visitation, so opponent gets in, hits us. Yeah, Divine Visitation Part 2. Opponent, Corvald. All right, Corvald is good for our opponent, but we do have a Wrath, so it shouldn't be the end of the world. Opponent gets in, hits us. Well, Wrath the board, tap land, Bishop. I mean, if nothing goes wrong, we can just draw. All right, go to combat, hit ya. And yeah, pass the turn. I mean, we are a Woe Strider away from just winning the game. Opponent's gonna start drawing some cards. Gain some life, draws some cards. What do they find? Wildborn Preserver, sure. Mayhem Devil. Wow, we could make a 4/4, but I think scrying is better. I think this is our window to combo. Those are good cards. Let's keep Remorse. Put Tyrant Scorn to the bottom. Opponent plays a land, passes. Well, Agonizing Remorse. Yeah, runs out the Preserver, that's fine. Take the Mayhem Devil. Pass the turn. We're still a draw away from winning, potentially. Opponent. Cauldron Familiar, that's okay. I guess they just dump it all. We know what they're doing. They might as well dump it all in Wildborn Preserver. Would like to exile the cat, but yeah, I guess we gotta do this. 8 to Extinction. Cavalier. Yeah, I don't think we need Cavalier at the moment. Graveyard it. We want the combo! Boat it. Alright, we draw Castle Ardenvale, so play Castle Ardenvale. Go attacking. Pass the turn. Boat it. Oh, once they find something that makes food, they can really do things. Alright, just a land. Well, I guess it's Angel time. Make Sarah Angel. Man, Castle Ardenvale is pretty good with Divine Visitation out. And opponent scoops it up? Whoa! Alright! This deck is just constantly surprising me with how well it actually works. It is really, really surprising me. It seems like it should be really bad, but I mean, not really bad, but it seems like it should be inconsistent, but it has been surprisingly effective. All right, what do we got to fight the cats and the Corvalds? Not a ton, really. We can bring in the D-Spark. Noxious Grasp might be necessary. We already have, I guess, a decent amount of hate in the main deck. We have some exile-based removal, some exile-based discard. Mystical Dispute, Narset, Whirlwind Denial. I could see bringing in, like, maybe a Noxious Grasp. We can probably go down Sorin. Yeah, I guess we just run it like that. Hope we could just discard and exile our opponent's important stuff. Sadly, we don't really have an answer to Trail of Crumbs. But at the same time, our opponent had Trail of Crumbs. Oh boy, if we had another Black Source, this hand would be sweet. But our opponent had Trail of Crumbs that game, and it didn't beat us, so all right. We'll put one of the castles to the bottom. We got lands. Plenty of lands. Opponent. Gilded Goose, honk honk. That's awkward. I don't know if I just remember all the times that happens, but ugh. And there's the Trail of Crumbs. But it does seem like that happens kind of a lot. Yeah, let's shock ourselves so we can Omen of the Sea. Try to make some progress at some point. Opponent gets start drawing cards. Yeah, not having a way to answer Trail of Crumbs is definitely a concern. Wow, whiffed? That doesn't happen much, since you can hit lands and you got a bunch of permanents. Agonizing Remorse. Well, let's Omen of the Sea. All right, we'll draw the Temple. Hide Divine Visitation on top. Takes the Wrath. Tap land. Alright. Yeah, let's just scry land. Yeah, I guess Omen's fine. Next turn we can Omen and Despark, if we don't have to Despark this turn. At least Despark does answer Corval. Trail of Grubs. Let's see whiff number 2. Alright, opponent gets a land. At some point we are going to want to kill this goose, because it's going to keep making food to draw cards. Opponent passes. Castle Ardenvale. Go. Opponent makes a food. Can't sack it this turn to draw. Untaps. Ooh, opponent also has Woe Strider. Interesting. Yeah. Opponent passing. Well, let's Omen of the Sea. Both lands to the bottom. Yeah, I mean, Castle Ardenvale, Divine Visitation. Make our opponent have an answer. Please no. Saxophone. Trail of Crumbs. Draws a Trail of Crumbs. So opponent's going to draw all the cards. Sax to go to Scry. To the top. No. Opponent. I assume if they left it on top, it's got to be an answer to Divine Visitation. Gets in, hits us. Sure. Down to 15. Trail of Crumbs Part 2. Yeah, that's a lot of card draw. Opponent. Do you have an answer? Tap land. Passes. Maybe not. Okay. Interesting. I'll play Temple of Silence. Scry. Swamp to the bottom. Well, pass the turn and start making angels, I guess. We have the Woe Strider, so if we just top deck Bishop, we can do things. Opponent draws Liliana. Alright, well, that's a Despark target. And a Mayhem Devil. Alright, things are getting real. Opponent. Scry land. To the top. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're gonna go for it. Make a 4/4. There's the Assassin's Trophy. Grab a Plains. So we just get a 1/1, unfortunately. No blocks. Yeah, that's bad news. Stack seems to have a lot of answers to our to our plan. Well, Agonizing Remorse. Ew. Jeez. Huh, that's a lot of things that we would like to deal with. Take Mayhem Devil. Woe Strider. Watery Grave. Pass the turn. Trail of Crumbs. Yeah. Oh, what a card advantage engine. Very strong in these decks. I feel like we probably are pretty... I don't want to say pretty favored, but I feel like in games where there's not Trail of Crumbs, things go much easier for us. 2 Trail of Crumbs that's a lot. A lot of card draw to keep up with. There's a Corval. Yeah, so we will just Despark. Opponent sacks the food to draw some cards. Yeah, opponent's going to draw a lot of cards here. Goose. Mayhem Devil. Ugh. Draws another card. Yeah. Has to sack something. It's a land. Okay. There's a goose. Ugh. There's a Mayhem Devil, though. We draw nothing. Well, play to Fairy.
I can no longer stand by and watch.
Bounce Omen. Draw a card.
Bad idea.
Alright, Agonizing Remorse does help. Agonizing Remorse. Take Mayhem Devil. I feel like Mayhem Devil is a card that we can't really beat here. Go to combat. Do we even attack? We probably have, like, do we win if we don't attack? 1, 2, 3. Alright, no attacks. Pass the turn. Bone it. Like, we've done a good job of trying to slow our opponent down, but there's just so many cards being drawn by Trail of Crumbs that stuff like Agonizing Remorse and Despark, while very effective, like, we've snagged a lot of our opponent's key cards. More of them just keep coming. Well, let's Omen. It's a little unfortunate. Huh. Alright, well, I guess you get our Woe Strider. Was hoping we'd have land spell, so then we could have 2 lands in hand, but yeah, there goes Woe Strider. Another goose. Opponent passes. Well, take up to Fairy. Godless Shrine. Pass the turn. Cards will be drawn. And our opponent has Assassin's Trophy at hand, so it's going to be difficult to even find a way to combo with our opponent having Disruption. Ooh, Witch's Oven. Okay. So card advantage engine going full force and a murderous rider. Ugh. Yeah. Well, the Trail of Grubs leads to a lot of goodies. Opponent's got all the candy. Yeah, more murderous riders, more lads. Sure, sure, sure. As feels like a challenging matchup. There is Liliana.
My army will envelop.
Makes a zombie.
Rise and shine.
Witch's Oven. Well, get rid of the Liliana. Opponent's going to start sacking to draw more cards. Drawing cards doesn't really matter at this point. Opponent's drawing so many cards. Like, card advantage is pretty irrelevant. Yeah, Omen of the Sea doesn't do much. Opponent passing. Well, let's scry. Huh. Well, keep Cavalier. Draw Cavalier. Take up to Fairy.
Here goes nothing.
Cavalier. Get rid of the Witch's Oven. Pass the turn. There is some world where if our opponent taps out that we could just assemble the combo and go infinite and win. Our opponent has drawn so many cards that they are definitely going to mill out before we do, if we can make that happen. So when Cavalier dies, we get to get back Divine Visitation to our hand. But the thing is, there's this Assassin's Trophy, so we're going to need our opponent to be basically completely tapped out, or at least very tapped down, for this plan to possibly work. Opponent. Corvald. Alright, that's still leaving up enough mana. Yeah, opponent draws a card. I guess this Teferi gives us a chance this turn. As long as Teferi's alive, this is our turn. This is our turn that we can try to combo. Opponent's going to Assassin's Trophy. Sure. We get a land out of our deck. Alright, we have to find the bishop. We have to find the bishop. Opponent. So, scry. We get to dig fairly deep. Scry with Omen. Bishop. Land to the bottom, land to the bottom. Sack the goat. Visitation. That's the piece we already have access to. Sack the human. Kaya's Wrath. Huh. That's interesting. Ugh, I think we gotta go for the win. I think it's go for the win or bust. I don't think we can keep up with the card advantage. We have to combo. Cavalier gets back Divine Visitation. Can we find the bishop? Oh my god, that's the bishop. Alright. Alright, alright. Draw. We got there. Oh, no. Oh. This doesn't actually work. Oh, there's another piece to the puzzle. We need one more creature. Oh. Well, that's my fault. So for the combo to actually work, it's actually a 4-piece combo in some sense. Normally, you have the goat token from Woe Strider, but you do need an initial creature to sacrifice that's not Woe Strider or Bishop. Huh. So I guess it was just a misplay. We needed to leave one more creature on the battlefield. So that was just a misplay on my part. How do we want to do this? Agonizing Remorse. Yeah, Castle Ardenvale, go. Thankfully, we're on the play this game, which means we can snag a Trail of Crumbs from our opponent's hand. Agonizing Remorse. We'll take Cauldron Familiar. Opponent. Untap land. Well, Agonizing Remorse. Opponent makes a food. Take Assassin's Trophy. Fabled Passage, go. What does our opponent find? Cauldron Familiar. Alright. Well, no oven to go with it yet. Crack this. White, blue, black. I guess we gotta take a Plains. Yeah, take a Plains. Opponent. Passes. Play to Fairy. Opponent gonna keep making food.
Sorry, I'm
Temple, scry. Remorse to the bottom. Bounce Cauldron Familiar.
I've got it.
Alright. Opponent. Land. Cauldron Familiar. Now play Castle Ardenvale. Play Bishop of Wings. Woe Strider. Come on, Divine Visitation! Divine Visitation off the top represents the combo. Make a goat. And this time we actually have enough creatures if we draw it. Pass the turn. Vote it. What do you find? Untap land. Oh, they draw Corvald. Mayhem Devil. Okay. Thankfully our opponent doesn't have a engine to go with this. They can kill some random stuff, but they can't do anything too crazy at the moment. They have to sack food manually. All right, sacks of food, pings to fairy. Sacks of food, pings to fairy.
I won't let you win.
All right, so if we draw it off the top, we win the game. Divine Visitation lets us go infinite. Scryland. So play the Scryland. Swamp to the bottom. Go to combat. Attack our opponent. Opponent's gonna block. Yeah, let's just second Woe Strider. Opponent's gonna kill our first Woe Strider. Gets back the cat. Yeah, pestered. What do you find, opponent? What do you find? Oh boy, Corvald. All right, that's a good one. That is a very good one. Ugh. Okay. Gets a bunch of triggers, draws a bunch of cards. Gonna kill our Woe Strider. All right, this is bad news. The cat returns. Going to kill our Woe Strider. I guess this is just a very bad matchup in general because of Mayhem Devil. Oh. Well, a little disappointing that we had our opponent on no action and they ended up with their their dream draw by turn, what, 5, but yeah. Sure. Try to bounce something, opponent sacks, kill stuff. Yeah, Mayhem Devil just being on the battlefield is pretty much game over. We just can't combo through it because it'll kill all of our stuff because it involves sacking. Yeah, all right, more lands and yup. Huh. Well, that one was on me. We should have sacked one less the last game, I think. Well, gonna get yelled at about that one. But it's a learning experience and a lesson. It's easy to think of this as a 3-piece combo, but it's really 3.5 pieces because you need that one extra creature. So, well, live and learn, live and learn. All right, much brew about nothing time. We are playing some Divine Woe Strider combo, and all my ranting last game, I was sort of right, but I wasn't even exactly right there. Even if we hadn't sacrificed all of our creatures, it still wouldn't work. We need a token to come into play after we have Divine Visitation to get an angel. So it's actually even harder than we thought there. So it wasn't actually a misplay, just that, well, it was a misplay. Because our entire line there didn't actually work. Rather than just sacking an extra creature. Sacking an extra creature actually really didn't matter. Opponent gets in with the Rime Rock Knight. Hits us. 17. Spellbreaker. Well, that's Omen. Sorin. I guess Sorin could go bottom. Tyrant Scorn top. Play Godless Shrine. Untapped. Kill Spellbreaker. This island's gonna make our wrathing a little bit difficult, or a little bit slower than we'd like. About it. Ugh, Questing Beast. Yeah. I'll play Woe Strider. Temple of Silence. Woe Strider bottom past the turn. All right. So I think our plan here is to try to double chump block, hopefully. Oh. Well, if our opponent has, wow, Red Source Embercleave and we're dead. Yeah, Embercleave. So that hits for lethal. Yeah. Well, that is what Embercleave can do. Ugh. Yeah, I wonder if this deck should just play Shatter the Sky. If we had Shatter the Sky instead of Kaya's Wrath, we would have been able to Wrath last turn and probably stabilize and win. I wonder if the challenging mana, like what is the upside of Kaya's Wrath? We might get to gain a little bit of life. I guess we don't let our opponent draw a card, which is an upside, but still, considering the mana, it might just be that it's better for us to play Shatter this guy. Soren has not been very impressive, honestly. We'll bring in some Noxious Grasps. I think we have to bring in Despark just as a way to be able to answer an Embercleave, which is just so super lethal. Huh, this deck is interesting. I'm glad we got some wins with it, although I don't think, when I sat down to play it, I don't think I really thought through how specific of the steps you need to hit for the combo to work. It's actually trickier than a 3-piece combo, because you need that angel token, and our deck doesn't have angels. So you need to have, like, Woe Strider be the last piece to come down, or another way to make a token, which requires a bunch of mana. That is a little bit clunky. Well, we're going to keep this. We have Divine Visitation. We don't really want swamps. We want blue mana. Land for our opponent. Lovestruck Beast. All right, more non-blue mana, unfortunately. Opponent. Untap land. Rock Knight. Well, that's Agonizing Remorse. 2 Ceratopses and a Bone Crusher. I'll take Bone Crusher, I guess. We're going to need to hit some removal, though. Pass the turn. Getting rid of Bone Crusher means we can block this turn and not lose Bishop of Wings. All right, there's a Lovestruck Beast. Opponent. I'll play Woe Strider. Godless Shrine. Pass the turn. So we're like 2 turns away from potentially being able to combo. We need a turn to play Divine Visitation. Then we need a turn to make a token with Castle Ardenvale. I don't feel like we can afford to do nothing that turn, though, and still expect to live. Let's block with the goat. Scry. Okay. Well, now we might have a new plan, which is Wrath everything. Castle Ardenvale, Divine Visitation. Well, we'll see. Pass the turn. We'll see what our opponent does. If they just run out creatures, we can go Infinite Life. If we have to, we can Wrath. Okay, things are looking good. Shifting Ceratops. So we can just take this hit and then gain Infinite Life, and then we should be guaranteed to win. Opponent, combat, gets in. Sure, we will take it, and all right. Whoo, we did it right this time. Without punning, untap. So we get to Castle Ardenvale, make a human, which is actually an angel, gain some life, and now we just gain infinite life. And scry until we find... I mean, infinite life should be pretty good against this deck, but scry until we find a Command the Dread Horde, and then Wrath the board, and then command everything back and win. All right, we got there. And now we're not even worried about Embercleave. Opponent can Embercleave all they want. I wonder if our opponent will just concede. Opponent has 48 cards. We have 48 cards. I mean, technically our opponent would mill out first, too, at the moment. Bishop to the bottom. We are looking for something specific, opponent. We're not just... I mean, we are gaining infinite life, but we're not just scrying for no reason. Bishop bottom. Once we find command, we will... decide that that's enough life and stop for now. Heat to Extinction. Up to 53. Up to 61. Up to 65. And alright, opponent does not make us go through the process. Scoops it up. Well, that was good. That's what our deck can do. Our opponent didn't even have a horrible start, but... we were able to combo off before they killed us. And a Gruul deck is not going to be infinite damage. That's just not happening. And Command the Dread Horde should be enough to win. Wrath into Command the Dread Horde. All right. Now we got to take down this deck being on the draw, which does make it challenging. More challenging. Yeah, run it back. Run it back. I hope we draw a pretty fast ad. 1 Wrath can save us. I think. 1 timely Wrath might be enough. All right, on to game number 3 versus Gruul, and we're on the draw, which is a bit scary. Let's see what our hand looks like. All right, awkward that we have 3 Divine Visitations, but we also have Kaya's Wrath. Let's go land bottom. We're leaning super hard on this Kaya's Wrath. Rock Knight draws a card. Alright, Hallowed Fountain, go. I guess we'll also have to decide if we need to run out this Bishop of Wings. Bone Crusher. Ugh, so many cards being drawn. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ugh, alright. Yeah, I think we have to just play the Bishop because pretty decent odds that we just die. Yeah, Wrestler kills our Bishop, plays a land, hits us. Down to 6. Well, Kaya's Wrath, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough with the amount of damage we've already taken. Lovestruck Beast into Lovestruck Beast. Land. Well, hey, Omen of the Sea. Gotta find us something good. Well, we'll keep Woe Strider. In theory, this keeps us alive. We'll see what else our opponent has. Pass the turn. Embercleave does us in for sure. Land. Combat. Attacks. Well, I mean, yeah, if you got Embercleave, you got Embercleave. Sack the Goat to Scry. Hallowed Fountain to the bottom. Opponent passes. Interesting. Yeah, I guess we just gotta pass. Opponent untaps. Combat. We will block and then just kill it. Kill the Lovestruck Beast. Opponent. Hey, Innkeeper. Oh, how do we do this? Let's Agonizing Remorse. Okay, going to repeal Omen of the Sea. That's fine. Opponent's hand is 2 lands for the time being. Well, we'll take a Lovestruck Beast. Play Omen of the Sea. Alright. Keep them both. Play the land past the turn. No big draw. No big draw. No big draw. Opponent scoops it up. Oh my goodness, we got there. Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, the deck can work. The deck can work. The deck could work. Hey. It gets easier when you're not punning, that's for sure. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So what do we learn this week about Divine Woe Strider combo in Standard? And overall, couple of thoughts on the deck. We went 4-1 in our matches, which decent record, better than I would have expected. When you hear 3-piece combo deck, it's easy to be a little skeptical. 3 pieces is a lot to find, but we were able to find our combo pretty consistently. People don't seem to be super aware of the combo, so people weren't really playing around it too much, which made it a lot easier to combo off. Once people know what this combo's doing, gonna be a little harder to pull off, I think. But we were able to combo off. We had a good record. On the other hand, we also learned that the combo is a little bit harder to set up than I actually thought. So it's really like a 3.5-piece combo. We had one game where I don't think we punted. Well, like, we did punt because we took a line that just straight up didn't work, but we didn't really understand what was going on. The tricky part of this is not only do we need Bishop of Wings and a Woe Strider and a Divine Visitation, we need an Angel to start the combo because we need to sack the Angel to get back another Angel. So we need a way to make a token, essentially, which means just like playing Bishop of Wings, playing Woe Strider, and then playing Divine Visitation, that's not going to be enough to win us a game or to start our combo. We really need either another way to make a token, like our Castle Ardenvale, or we need our Woe Strider to be the last combo piece, because that makes a goat that'll be an angel. So that's something to keep in mind. It's not quite Splinter Twin in the sense that you play one combo piece, play another combo piece, you win the game. The order of the combo pieces actually really matters, because like I said, you gotta have a way to get that first token to make the first angel, because their deck doesn't have any actual angels in it. It's relying completely on Divine Visitation, making tokens into angels to work. So if you do decide to try out the deck, keep that in mind, because we actually lost a match because of that, or I think we would have lost anyway. We thought we could just like sack our entire board, find our last combo piece, play and win. It doesn't actually work that way. Otherwise, the deck has kind of a solid-ish Esper control plan. We have some good removal. Eat to Extinction, very powerful. Agonizing Remorse, great right now. We have sweepers. We can afford to kind of wrath away our board because Woe Strider comes back. It's not common that we win fairly, but we did win a game where we just like Woe Strider, it dies, get it back even bigger thanks to escape, keep attacking with Woe Striders. So that is a plan, and one of the things that was very impressive was just the power of Divine Visitation, and something I want to try. Not that this build is bad, because we posted a solid record with it, but I think that Divine Visitation is something that might be worth exploring more. Very strong with Castle Ardenvale. pretty sweet with Woe Strider as well. Maybe there's a way to make like a white-black version of this deck that's more built around maybe afterlife creatures, other token producers, because if there's one thing that I didn't like about this deck, it's that our combo pieces don't really do much on their own. Bishop of Wings, it's a fine blocker, but really, outside of going infinite, we would never put that in our deck. Woe Strider is the one combo piece that does stand alone as a good card. Divine Visitation doesn't do much in the deck unless we're comboing. Sometimes Castle Ardenvale can do something. Woe Strider can make a token. Technically, Cavalier of Dawn can blow up like our own Omen of the Sea and make a token. But I would like to see more value with Divine Visitation when we're not comboing, because we had some games where we just had multiple Divine Visitations, and we had access to it all the time, but until we find other stuff, it just kind of sits out, and it's really painful to take off a turn, 5 mana, and not get any value out of it for a while we're looking for combo pieces. So maybe a way to squeeze some more token production into the deck to make Divine Visitation powerful when we aren't comboing could be something worth considering. But like I said, we had a good record, the deck functioned, so it's not a knock on this deck, but I think we could do something to maybe maximize the value and power of Divine Visitation even more, because the games where it just sits out and we don't get value from it and we're waiting to draw combo pieces are a little bit sad, kind of compared to Panharmonicon. Panharmonicon is a card where it's painful to take off your turn 4 to play Panharmonicon, but the idea is you can immediately make up for lost tempo and lost value because your next turn, where you cast your Cloudblazer or whatever, Muldrift or some very powerful thing, Shriekmaw or Ravenous Chupacabra, is going to more than make up for skipping that turn. Basically, you take a turn off, but then you get 2 turns almost the next time because you get so much value from Panharmonicon. We don't really get that with Divine Visitation unless we have the combo. We play Divine Visitation, and then it often does nothing for a couple more turns. So something to keep in mind. But overall, the deck is sweet. The combo is sweet. Thankfully, most of our opponents did scoop it up. That's the only other downside of this deck is if your opponent's like, sure, gain infinite life, you got to click, and you got to click, and you got to keep clicking. And it's really hard to know when to stop because in theory, you could just go until you time out and gain like 1,000 life, but that's not really that fun or entertaining to sit there for a million hours while you're clicking through it. So I don't know. That is a drawback, but thankfully, like I said, most of our opponents did scoop once they saw what was going on, saw the infinite mana, so that did make it a lot easier. But bear that in mind, if your opponent does make you play it out, I think the right thing to do is just scry until you gain a bunch of life, 50, 100 life, and put a Command the Dreadhorde on the top of your deck most likely, because that way, even if your opponent can blow up your board or something and stop the combo, then you just reanimate everything. You have access to the combo again, but it is a little bit clunky that you can't just be like, all right, I have my combo, here's the loop, I'm going to go to 1,000,000 life, your go, opponent, and you actually have to click through 4 life at a time through the entire loop. But anyway, that's Divine Woe Strider combo. Super sweet to have a combo deck gaining infinite life at standard, and it worked better than I thought it would in all honesty. I was skeptical, but it was more consistent than I thought. We won more than I thought, and it actually felt pretty reasonable. So that's been our Much Abrew for this week. Divine Woe Strider combo for standard. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.